Our next guest has a story of determination and success. No matter what the odds were against her, she is a world-renowned athlete and Paralympian. And she'll soon bring her talents to the Suncoast. Please welcome rower Jacqui Kapinowski. Jacqui, welcome to Suncoast View. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little about your story.
Well, I am a two-time Paralympian. I competed in the Winter Games in 2010. I was on the USA curling team. I just came off of Rio, competed on the US rowing team. I have competed in 7 world championships in 3 sports. So I was on the US curling team, the USA triathlon team, and the USA rowing team. And I bronzed in curling and the triathlon team. And unfortunately, I did not medal in rowing.
Oh, I am so amazed. Well, now I can see why you were lifting. Some of those were weightlifting things. I can see why you might discover you're good at that. But how did you know you could row?
Actually, it was just after I retired from curling, and I received an email out of the blue at the Olympic Training Center in Oklahoma, inviting me out there to give it a shot. And apparently I did quite well, and they invited me to live there to train in hopes of making Team USA.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what else I find amazing? Like, you're telling your story and you're talking about all of the positives, but you've been through some really trying times.
Yes, I have.
You overcome a lot of challenges. Tell us about some of those.
In my 20s, I had bacterial meningitis twice, and you know, to sit on this stage today and to share my story, it's just incredible, because I did have my rights read to me, my last rights read to me the second time I had it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my parents said that they never thought they'd ever see me come out of the hospital alive. And I'm here today to share my story. And unfortunately, from the bacteria that I had, I winded up with a very rare disease, 1 in 1 million, called stiff person syndrome. That came around the age of 35. It took them 4 years to diagnose because it is so rare.
But you were training all this time?
I was actually an elite runner. I've done 81 marathons. So
81?
Yeah, I'm going to do Miami this weekend, so it'll be 82. But I ran, I believe it was 17 or 19 of them before the wheelchair. And then the rest I completed.
So sports has been a part of your life forever.
Ever, yes.
So obviously having your physicalness compromised has got to have been so stressful. How did you keep sports a part of your life?
My husband had a very huge part of that. I get emotional when I talk about him, because if it wasn't for my husband, I would not be a 2-time Paralympian.
Well, everyone needs a champion in their corner.
He's my champion.
And many people never find what you've got with your husband, so you're a very lucky lady in that.
I am.
Well, not even just, you know, with her husband, the fact that you have, you know, taken these negatives and said, who cares what happened? I am still going to be a champion in the other parts of my life. That is an amazing feat, because many people can't even do that when they don't have obstacles. And you have looked at those obstacles and jumped over them.
And you were in Winter Olympics, and then you changed to Summer Olympics.
Yeah, I actually retired, so I wasn't. I mean,
retired?
Linda, that's a real word.
And it was just unbelievable, like the chain of events of my life, of how I retired from one sport and was invited to do another, and then. You know, I had some health issues with my rowing, so I had to take a little bit of time off. And I had some back surgery. So as I was rehabbing and swimming, I got another invite to try out for the US triathlon, to go to a camp. And I did very well there. And I went to the very first try I did, I won. And then I went to Texas to try out for the national team. And it was amazing. I did very well, won, and earned my spot on the USA triathlon team. But then we had another adversity come along, another obstacle, that I wasn't feeling well. So my family's all from Scotland, so they actually came to watch me in London compete, which was tremendous. But I wasn't feeling well, and when I came home, we found out that I actually thought, because I was swimming in Hyde Park, I thought maybe it had something to do with the duck stuff in there.
Blame those ducks.
But I winded up having cancer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had cancer as soon as I came home, third in the world. And then to find out I had cancer. That was a bit of a blow to us.
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're here for the Unity Luncheon.
Yes,
Tell
I
me
am.
about that.
That's very exciting. That's going to be happening today. I am the guest speaker, and we're going to be promoting the 2017 World Championships. They're happening here in your own backyard in Sarasota, which is very exciting.
You're going to be here, right?
Well, I have to try out for the team again. So the Olympics are over, so I go to New Jersey in August. And anyone from the United States can come up and compete against me. And hopefully I will win, and then come
right.
back in September and represent the United States one more time before I retire.
Oh, we will be out there cheering for you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, what
Yes,
an
you're
awesome
amazing.
lady. You give us
Thank
all
you.
so much courage in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
you're
you for
very
coming.
welcome. Thank
And
you. We're
next,
honored.
Money Does Matter, we're going to talk about money and time with Richard Stern.